All right, guys, podcast, YouTube, both, or neither? Stick around, let's figure this out. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dan of MillennialMotivator.ca, helping you learn how to create, engage, and inspire. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down there and the bell. You'll get a notification when I next go live. Every day, Monday through Saturday, we are here dishing out content to help you better understand how to use the internet to grow your business online, build a community, and find success. If that sounds like it's up your alley, I want you around. Today, though, what we're looking at is podcast, YouTube, both, or neither. Now, what do I mean by this? So often we're hearing from more and more creators it is essential for you to get out onto the internet with either audio content or video content. Now, I understand there are multiple video platforms, and so I feel like there could be a whole other video on which video platform is best suited for your needs. Is it Twitter video, LinkedIn video, Vimeo, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram? Did I miss one there? Probably did. Twitch. I feel like there's a whole other video that could be dedicated to that. So specifically what I want to look at today is podcasting, how it works. Is it for you? Is YouTube video content more up your alley? Which one best suits you? Are both up your alley? How easy are they to get into? And whether you can make it happen. So it sounds like a lot to bite off. I think we can probably get through it in a single episode. Let's go. Okay, guys, first and foremost, what I want to get down to here is the nitty-gritty of it. People feel like video and audio are two separate beasts. They're very difficult for you to transition one to the other, yada, 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 lots of excuses. The reality is I don't see that. What I do see are similar best practices for both. Now, are there key differences to both of those platforms? Absolutely. Those mediums each have unique aspects to them. I will give you that. That is a sure thing. But some of the key things that you're going to have to understand, no matter which of these two options or both you go with, you're going to have to learn a couple key things. So the first thing is this. You're going to have to learn consistency. And I know that's something that I put up regularly as a point of success on any network is consistency. If you're going to create content, you have to be willing to commit to a regular schedule so that people know where to find you, when to find you, and how to engage, okay? So whether you are choosing podcast or vlog, video, YouTube, you're going to have to sit down and commit to a consistent schedule. That's going to happen. The next thing is planning. Planning is another huge thing. People often think, well, with a YouTube video, you've got to plan sequences and there's video boards and you got to piece things together and edit. I assure you that the misconception that a podcast is in somehow different from a video recording is completely off base. Podcasts are equally as highly edited. You want to make sure that you have proper, good sounding content that's going out to your audience, at least the same caliber as you would put out onto a YouTube channel. So the reality is some of the things that you're going to have to see consistently on both platforms are you willing to be consistent? Are you willing to dedicate the time to plan out your sequences, your episodes, your guides? Are you willing to put in the time for description and distribution? These are all core things that both of these platforms are going to choose. So before you're making a choice between one or the other, or both, what you need to consider is this. Are you willing to put in the time and consistency in order to create, engage, and inspire on those platforms? If the answer is no, I don't have the time for any of that nonsense, stop watching right now. Make sure you click the like, the subscribe, and get out of here. But if it is for you, stick around. Let's move on and see if we can't narrow down which of the two might be the better option for you, okay? All right, guys. Next up, the key difference, obviously, between the podcast and the video recording on YouTube would be this. It would be the visual aspect of it. And I know for many, the visual aspect can be an extremely intimidating process, okay? And the reason why I say that is a lot of people are very uncomfortable getting on the camera, presenting themselves, presenting their environment, taking the risk that something would go wrong. They feel like the editing is a much steeper level than just audio. And so I understand that people feel like the threshold of entry for video content is significantly higher than a simple podcast. Now, I'm not going to argue with that entirely. I will say this. As much as video has things that detract from simple entry point, it also provides a lot of value, which makes community growth much simpler. I feel like I can create a much better relationship with people, giving them a face and giving them an environment to engage with. Something that they can look at, something that they can process, go, this is a real guy. I feel like I get to know him better this way. And I'm not just saying this as a creator, I'm saying this as somebody who consumes content regularly, daily, for hours on YouTube. I find that having the visual, being able to look at somebody in a, I mean, it's not face to face, they can't see me, but being able to see them gives me that feeling as though I'm almost having a conversation. And therein lies the value of video. Now with audio, I do feel that the benefits that audio holds are significant. And it is a lower entry point in that it is very simple for you to simply record audio, bam, you're off and running. Now, if the video is intimidating for you guys, this is where we're going to cut you off and get you to head out of here, okay? So, don't want to take up any more time in your day. What I do recommend, though, is that you go check out, pick up your smartphone right now, OK Google, Anchor.fm. Go check it out. If you're looking to start a podcast and you're looking for an easy point of entry to start creating content, Anchor.fm is by far the simplest way to go. It's a great app. You go in. It's as simple as, I'll show you here. You go in. You grab your app. Where is it? There it is. Anchor. You're in. It's going to give you this sweet little dashboard. You guys can see that. All you have to do is click that little red button down there. Put the phone up to your ear and start talking. And it will literally start recording your podcast for you. You can do it in segments, so you can piece together multiple segments throughout a day and do a audio vlogs style thing, except it wouldn't be a vlog, it would just be an audio blog, but a log sounds kind of dumb. I'm sure somebody will come up with something else, but you could do an audio blogging podcast style where you just piece together a bunch of different pieces from the day. It allows you to put in background music. You can actually record phone calls if you want to do voice interviews over the phone. It's a great way to go for people that are having a hard time connecting face-to-face with people and doing interviews. There's a lot of simple features that Anchor.fm gives you, and even better, it gives you a quick, easy way to distribute your content out into iTunes and Google Play Store. I use it for Morning Minute, so I just put motivational stuff up there. If you guys haven't checked that out, links are down below for both the iTunes, Google Play, and the Anchor.fm app itself. So you guys can check it out down there. But if you're looking to get into an audio podcast, guys, and all you're looking to do is create great content using audio, I highly recommend it. Get started. If video intimidates you, duck out now. Honestly, guys, if you want to create content, you know you want to get in on this trend, but you're not confident in front of the camera, you're not ready to bite the bullet and get going on that, it is best that you focus on the thing that you are comfortable with first and then challenge yourself down the road once you get more familiar with creating content, okay? Now, that being said, guys, remember, I am advocating down the road you consider video. Once you get more comfortable with your podcast voice, you're going to find that your mannerisms and your ability to present become more natural. And you're going to realize very quickly to have a camera in front of you isn't going to deter you in any way. So consider that down the road. But podcasters, out! Let's talk video. All right, video folks, you are the folks that are the hand talkers. You don't mind getting in front of the camera and having a conversation. Now, I am going to say, I don't advocate one over the other. I don't feel that podcasters are better than video creators. I don't feel that video creators are better than podcasters. I think they are unique groups of people that have different cultures, different dynamics, different visions of where they want to go and what they want to do. Some of the guys out there that I find are extremely capable at doing both. One is the H3 podcast. I absolutely love those guys. And the other one is Philip DeFranco. You guys probably know them both. They are phenomenal outfits. They do great work. And they've recognized their ability to sit in front of the camera, but also their ability to create great audio content that people can consume. Now, what do I see as the major advantage between the two? The reality is video is very difficult to consume mobile, on the go, at the gym, in the car. That's the reality. Podcasts, I feel, definitely have that advantage right now. Low bandwidth, they can record podcast episodes, doesn't take up a ton of data on your phone. You're able to listen to it at the gym while you got your headphones on and there's no TV or whatever. The reality is video has a place, audio has a place. But you as video creators are going, okay, great, I want to get into video. What do I need to do? What do I need to consider? The reality is this, guys. If you're considering whether video or podcast is for you and you're leaning more towards video, my answer is go in on video. If the camera doesn't scare you and you're ready to go, honestly, all that technical stuff you can figure out down the road by watching other great YouTube videos like Roberto Blake, Daryl Eves, Tim Schmoyer. Those guys will give you the technical background you need to get going. If you're looking to do better cinematography, look at Sarah Nietzsche or Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon. Those guys do a phenomenal job. There's lots of resources out there for you to learn how to use the video effectively. But the major threshold entry point for people looking to be a video creator is, are you comfortable getting in front of a camera, talking to people, processing things, and getting off and running? So again, we've talked about how both audio and video will have issues like consistency, planning, making sure that you're delivering great content, hoping to create, engage, and inspire a community. That's true for both. For audio, though, you're looking to create more consumable content that can be consumed on the fly, on the go, on the move. With video, you're creating content that people consume when they are locked down. So consider that. When people have longer periods of time to sit down and watch a screen of some kind, whether that's their mobile screen, their TV screen, whether it's their PS4 that's broadcasting, their computer desktop. There's a lot of different avenues that people can consume the video content on, but the reality is on the go, on the fly, when people are doing other things, it's difficult to have a video stream up often when you can have an audio stream up. So take that into note. There are considerations when you're going to be pulling in which community, where, when, how. So if you are creating content, that guys, as video creators, great. Be aware of that. Know what you're doing. That's a choice that you've made. It's a great choice. I do highly encourage, if you're willing and not afraid of the camera, go out there and do this. This is the one for you. If you feel like taking on both is too overwhelming for you, this is where you leave, okay? You've heard podcast, you've heard video. If both of those together sounds too overwhelming, leave now. Great. You gone? Perfect. For those of you that are still here, I assume that you are comfortable with the concept of, I could do audio and video. That wouldn't be a problem for me. I feel I can manage that. Now, this is the part where you and I are going to have more of a conversation than me telling you what's what with what. Okay? And the reason I say that is this. The one major point I am currently struggling with, and I want to hear from you guys what you think is, both have a very similar system of creation, okay? You're going to create a script, it's going to have an outline, you're going to cover certain points, you're going to move your way through them, and then bam, you're off and running. That's it, right? Right? Well, the editing takes a little bit of work one way or the other about how you piece things together, where you plan to put things, how you're going to upload them, where you're going to upload them to. Time constraints become a bigger thing when you're considering doing both. But the reality is this, guys. I want to know, question of the day is, would you consume content that's the same content as a video on a podcast? So for example, if this video audio was done on a podcast instead, is that something you would listen to? I have no answer on this one, and I am interested because I would like to down the road be able to say with authority that it's okay for video creators or podcast creators to simply create the same content and double over. I see it working for guys like H3. I think that there are some channels where it does frustrate me, where people don't have a video aspect to it. So I do see guys like the Two Body channel that puts out a podcast where it's just a flat picture with their audio recording. I don't feel like that's doing credit to the video platform. So for me, I'm going to say that you do need different styles when you're coming to both. But I have heard people say, just as a video creator, just record your podcast at the same time. It's fine. People will read it. People will listen to it. People will watch it. It allows them to consume your content wherever. I want to know, what do you guys think? As a creator of both video and podcast, would it be okay for you to just use one piece of content, split it to both, and let people consume it as they want? Or should you create content that's individual, video and audio? Let me know what you think down below. And heck, let me know if you'd like to hear video episodes from Millennial Motivator on podcast. It would take me nothing to record this on the phone and just have the phone down here where you guys can't see it and record the whole thing. I could totally do that if that's a medium that you guys would like to hear and would be of interest to you. Let me know down below what you think. I will catch you guys tomorrow with another great video. Thanks for listening, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button and the bell yet, do so. Share this out to anyone you know struggling with the concept of podcast or video. Take it easy.